Make sure you can't see that label. Copyright. What is up, guys? My name is DJ Eastwood. This is Run It Back. As always, hit that subscribe button if you like talking Philly sports every day, because that's what I do. Listen, Philadelphia 76ers just pulled off a close one against the Atlanta Hawks. It was stressful. I was drinking the whole time. It wasn't soda, but we made it. The Beast is back. Joel Embiid is back. Joel Embiid is back. He's healthy. He looks energized. He looks quick on his feet. He looks unstoppable. I mean, like I said in my video earlier today, Atlanta doesn't have a center that can guard Embiid. So, I mean, John Collins and Alex Len were pretty much guaranteed to get abused. I mean, so Embiid puts 36, 13, 5 assists, 3 steals, and a block. And Brett Brown said Joel Embiid is our go-to guy. And down the stretch, with the game on the line, a much-needed possession, a needed bucket, he runs a nice play for Embiid in the post. I mean, he runs a nice high-low where Embiid gets behind John Collins. Collins has to hug him up. He gets called for the foul. Embiid gets his 2 free throws and puts the game away. Joel Embiid's our go-to guy. And as long as Brett is designing plays like that, I've never seen Brett design plays like that. I've seen Brett have Embiid at the three-point line handing the ball off to J.J. Redick a million times. I've never seen him set up a play like that to close out a game, and I loved it. Couple things I want to talk about in this game. The referees were atrocious. The worst I've ever seen in my life. Easily the worst referees of all time. In the history of sports, in the history of humanity. The worst referees I've ever seen. The touch fouls are insane. Is this the new NBA? I know they're stressing freedom of movement. Is this the new NBA? I really hope it's not. These referees hated Josh Richardson's defense. Anytime he touched the hip of Trae Young, it was a foul. And I don't like it because it's not a foul. You have to push the player. You have to impede his progress. You got to forcibly make contact. Putting your hand on his hip and not extending is not a foul by definition. What are they calling? But that's just it. They don't know what they're calling. They don't. Trae Young is the new James Harden. I said earlier today I really like Trae Young. What is it, 8 hours later? I can't stand Trae Young. And you know what's funny? All his flopping actually cost the Hawks the game today. And that's what makes me very happy. Because the first play that set me over the edge, well, he was flopping the whole game, yelling at the refs every play, throwing his arms up in the air and screaming, all this. I mean, he's a mini James Harden. That's what he is. But the play where he comes around the screen, Richardson's on his hip, he rises for a shot, leans backwards into the defender, and they bail him out with a foul call. And Brett Brown loses his mind and says a bunch of F words at the referees. So the next play, the referee sees Trae Young shoot the ball and kick his leg out, and he calls an offensive foul. And it was a good call, but you know what really makes me mad about this? The referee would have never called that if Brett Brown didn't get in his ear and tell him. These guys don't know what they're doing. These referees do not know what they're doing. They have to be told by the coach, hey, man, he's initiating contact. He's kicking his legs out. He's flopping every play. And then they make the call. The NBA's in trouble with these referees, man. They are bad. So, what was it, second to last possession where the Hawks needed a 3 to tie the game. Trae Young's trying to get around screens to get open. I'm like, they're going to give the ball to Trae. They're going to give the ball to Trae. And instead of working extra hard to get open, he's just throwing his arms, and then eventually completely flops and falls on the ground. And the refs didn't give him the call, and I loved it. That's not how you play basketball, Trae. I'm sorry, buddy. You're going to learn the hard way. That same thing happens to James Harden. He flops all the time and gets calls, and then when the playoffs start and the games get close, they don't give him the calls, and he doesn't understand why. The game's tied, or you're down by 3. You need a basket. There's not a lot of time left. They're not going to give you that call. Stop it. Mike Scott got ejected for what would have been hardly a foul in 1993. I mean, he straight up pushed a guy. Pushed him. Didn't hit him. Didn't even knock him down. It wasn't a basketball play. So it's a flagrant 1. A flagrant 2 is excessive force. There was no excessive force here. He hard fouled the guy, gave him a little shoulder. That's it. It's an intentional foul. That's what it is. It's not a flagrant 2 ejection. What are we doing here? We're ejecting guys now for giving a little shove to somebody? Come on, bro. This ain't rec league. This ain't like middle school ball or something, man. This is grown men out there playing, and you can't give somebody a little shove without getting kicked out of the game? Embiid absolutely posterized John Collins, and it was beautiful to see. It was just beautiful because Embiid didn't play the last game, and, everybody's talking all this, this guy's never healthy, this, and that. Like, he probably had a little bit of an ankle tweak, nothing serious, came back this game and looked more than healthy. And he got up and posterized John Collins on a dunk. And then he stares him down, does a little shake, and gets a technical foul for taunting. What is this, man? What are they doing? It's like no fun allowed? Come on, guys. You know the NBA is about entertainment. If a guy posterizes somebody, I want to see a stare down. I want to see a little cocky smile. That's what we want. That's entertainment. That's part of it. Stop trying to take that away from us. Ben Simmons is refusing to shoot again. Like I said in the first quarter, I'm like, they're playing off of him. Look, they're playing 10 feet off. He's going to have to shoot it eventually. And instead, towards the end of the game, he conceded to either forcing his way in the paint and trying to just bully somebody all the way under the rim and get something, or completely concede the ball to another guard and not do anything in the half court. And it's what we've been saying about Ben for a long time. Listen, Ben's great in the open court. He's a great assist man. He's a great rebounder. When it comes to the half-court offense, if you're not going to shoot a 3 from the top, he has to give it up. He can't play point guard in the half court if he's not going to shoot it. That's just the way it is. So lucky for us now, we have Josh Richardson, and we had the same thing was with Jimmy Butler last year. He would give the ball to Jimmy Butler and go stand in the corner. Now he's giving the ball to Josh and going and stand in the corner. So, I mean, if it works, it works. If we're winning games like this, I'll take it. But everybody in the world would just like to see Ben look at the line, look at the defense, and say, okay, you're going to let me shoot it, I'm going to shoot it. But he still won't do it. I don't really know why. I think it's coming eventually. Hopefully the coaches are on him and they show him the tape and they say, look, bro, this is it right here. You got to shoot these. You got to pull up one of these, man. James Ennis airballed a shot. Nobody cared. Kyle O'Quinn made a 3 last game. Andre Drummond attempts 3. Nobody cares if you shoot it and miss. Just shoot the ball. Oh, man. Why is Korkmaz getting so much run? Why? I don't understand it. He doesn't play good defense. Aside from maybe hitting a wide open 3, he can't do much on offense. Nobody really knows why he's in the game. Nobody knows besides Brett Brown. It's another one of those things, man. It's another one of those put TJ McConnell in the game when you need defense and watch him get burned. I mean, I don't understand the Korkmaz thing, man. Where's Trey Burke? At one point, Korkmaz brought the ball up the floor. Looked totally lost. In a panic, gave it to Ben. Ben gave it back to him. I'm like, why are you giving the ball back to this guy? I don't know what the hell's going on here. Why is Korkmaz dribbling the ball up the floor? Man, I mean, dude, Trey Burke should be in the game bringing the ball up the floor. I don't understand what's going on here. So, we basically intentionally foul Trae Young up by 3 to force him to shoot 2 free throws, which, if I'm the other team, I don't like it. I think it's whack, kind of. It's a strategy, I get it, but it's kind of like, we're not going to even let you beat us. Okay, I mean, it's strategy, I get it. I don't really like it, you know? Like, if you're playing ball on a playground and you're down 2 and a dude intentionally fouls you to stop you from shooting a 2, like, I just don't like that. But he gets 2 free throws, misses the second one, and John Collins gets a tip in, and Trae's over on the sideline like acting like he tried to miss that shot. So you tried to hit front rim, back rim, front rim, and roll out, bro? Come on. You're not that good. And then final play of the game, I mean, listen, I like Vince Carter, but you're down 2 with 6 seconds left. You got to give the ball to Trae Young. You have to. Vince Carter dribbles the ball down the floor. Trae Young standing in half court with his hands out, like almost chasing him down, like, give me the ball, old man. And Vince doesn't give him the ball and shoots a fadeaway contested 3 to lose the game. I mean, he very well could have made it. Don't get me wrong, Vince can shoot, but you got to give Trae Young the ball right there. You just have to. But I'm happy he didn't. Sixers sneak away with a win. We're 3-0 for the first time since 2013 with that Michael Carter-Williams team. Remember that? So, it was a great win. Tough one. I mean, the Hawks look good this year, man. They shot the 3 like crazy. The first quarter, they shot like 80%. I mean, it was just unbelievable. I was like, this is definitely going to slow down. They're not going to shoot like this the whole game. And it slowed down, but the Hawks look decent, man. We got to work on a lot of things yet. You know what I mean? Chemistry is still a thing a lot of times. Tobias Harris didn't shoot well, but when it came down to it, man, and we needed a clutch bucket, he backed his man down in the paint, and he got a clutch bucket down there, man. It's just so nice to have guys like Tobias Harris, Josh Richardson, who can take the ball and make a play, you know? Because in all honesty, when it's in the half court and Ben Simmons is refusing to shoot and guys are 20 feet off of him, we need guys that can take the ball and score. And, you know, we need guys that can make the defense come out, you know, and that's what Tobias Harris and Josh Richardson do because they can shoot a little bit, so people have to come out, they can make a play. So it's nice to have people like Tobias Harris, man. Just an overall great win, man. Great win. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. You know what I mean? Hit me up. Let me know what you think. My name is DJ Eastwood. This is Run It Back. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you like talking Philly sports every day. The referees got to get it together, man. The NBA's, what are you doing, dude? These guys are terrible. You guys have a good night.